Okay, Sagittarius, Moonchild Divinity 624, doing a January 2018 general reading. So I'm just going to get started because I want to get my message out. So I have to keep my videos short and sweet. So my iPhone gets all of it. And I don't know why, I feel cheery. And maybe some of you guys do right now. I feel pretty good. And not like I set my mood for any kind of message, but I feel like this reading is going to be pretty positive. So stay tuned. I'm using the Rider Waite Traditional. This was the first deck I bought by myself years and years ago. It's finally getting some good use now. Some good use to spread a message to people. So that makes me happy. Shuffle really fast. And I feel like the messages will come out fast too. So, and, well, I have to do that way anyways, but I feel like happy and positive and I just want to get it out. So, okay. Lots and lots of wands. Okay. I feel like, so at the bottom you have the Death card. Okay. Just put that there for now. And in the middle, the first card that came out was the Six of Wands. So traditionally, and I don't like to read it like that, I just spit off my intuition, but traditionally that means a victory in something. I feel like some of you guys just got a new job. You walked away from an old one. Maybe you had a crappy boss who treated you like crap. And now you're moving on to something that's going to get you more money. I don't have any Pentacles cards here. I'll just go really fast. In the middle, I have the Temperance. At the top, the card that fell out was the Six of Wands. To the left of that, I have the Ace of Wands. At the bottom, Seven of Swords, King of Swords over to the right. And then the Ten of Wands. I feel like you guys really busted your ass at your last job. And you walked away from it. I felt like, you know, you were kind of probably waiting for a raise that wasn't, you know, that was long overdue. And you just weren't offered it, and you're like, hey, you know what? F this. I'm out of here. See you later. Sayonara, folks. Keep the Death card down here. And it's a whole new beginning for you in this job. And then after I pulled that card was the Devil. I just feel like this job wasn't good for you. It didn't fulfill you as a person. You just didn't feel good about it. I'm going to take the Hanson Roberts to clarify, because I feel like I should. And I'm going to clarify, I want to clarify on the card that flew out, the Six of Wands. I want to see what else is going on. It might not be a job. It might be a passionate endeavor that you're, you know, maybe you, I feel like for some of you, you might just try to start your own business too, for some reason. You're putting a lot of heart and soul and sweat into it. Blood, sweat, and tears, so they say. Okay, let's see. So what's going on? Yeah, you had the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Rods, and then the Two of Swords. You were definitely faced with a decision to leave or to stay. And I think it was very, very difficult for a lot of you Sagittarians. Very difficult. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Rods, and then the Two of Swords. And then at the bottom, you have the Ten of Cups. So I think leaving this place of employment, maybe it was a relationship, you feel like it was very, very hard for you at first, but now that you've done it, you feel like $1 million. You feel like $1 million, and that's awesome. I'm going to clarify on the Seven of Swords because I want to see what it actually, it's this person walking away. They have a smug little look on their face in this card, excuse me, in this card, in this deck, the Rider Waite. And that just, it's like this guy, like the person in the card just like, I'll see you later, folks. You know, like just so happy. And it makes me laugh because like, maybe that's why I felt so good at the beginning of the reading, because I just feel like, yeah, I'm like, good for you, dude. Like, that's awesome. I want to see what they actually walked away from. I'm not saying that it was easy. I just feel like now that you actually made that change, you feel pretty damn good about it. Pretty damn good. This card wanted to come out. Two of Pentacles. Yep, you were up in the air about something. Now and then the Chariot. And then the Nine of Swords at the bottom, the Queen of Swords. You just cut straight through the BS. Cut straight through it. I feel like a boss probably came at you. Something was like, hey, I'm so sorry, but we can't give you that raise. And then you were like, hey, you know what, pal? See you later. And now you're making that change and you're moving on. You're moving on fast. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, and in your mind, you actually sat there for a while and thought about it. You're like, oh, do I do this? Like, I make decent money at this job. What if I fail? What if I leave? Just do it. Follow your heart. Just do it because it's going to lead you to a great place. Just make sure you find balance with it. You might be a little off kilter right now because you're not used to it. You're probably, Sagittarians are usually free spirits anyways. That card wanted to come out. I'm just pulling now. I'm just pulling because that's what I feel like I need to do. Sometimes I clarify in a card. Sometimes I'll just keep pulling. This card wanted to fly out. Eight of Wands. You're going to have a definitely a new passionate endeavor coming in very, very fast. Very fast. And good for you. I was going to say, I think Sagittarians usually, and then the Knight of Cups, Ten of Rods. And you have the Ten of Rods out here twice with the Hanson Roberts deck and then the Rider-Waite. So definitely you've been breaking the camel's back. That's how you work. You were a very hard worker. You were passionate about your job. Definitely passionate. You can't get much more passionate than that. You were definitely passionate at your job. It's just maybe they didn't recognize you at that establishment and you left. And it took you a long time. I think some of you have been in that place for 5+ years. That card, okay, so those two cards wanted to come out. Yeah, and then at the bottom you have Strength. Put that down. And see what these two cards are. You had the Eight of Swords and then the King of Swords. You felt stuck. You felt stuck at that place because you just there was definitely a boss because the King of Swords came up twice now. So you had doubles on two cards in here on both decks. So you had, like I just previously mentioned, you had the Ten of Rods twice, and then you had the King of Swords twice. So I feel like this guy, when I first saw him come out, I'm like, this guy's a boss. And it doesn't have to be textbook. It doesn't have to represent that. I just go with how I feel. And you had no pentacle cards out here, so I obviously wasn't reading textbook. It's just off my intuition. You definitely was stuck at a job, or maybe it was a marriage, or maybe it was a partnership of some kind of business endeavor, anything. And a lot of people will look down at me because they'll say, they want that clarification, like, well, where are the pentacles? Why? It's not a job. This message, if you come across it, is going to resonate with you however you see fit in your life. Could have been a relationship that you were stuck in for a long time. There's not a lot of cup cards here either. It's swords and wands. Makes me feel like it's a job, though. The only cup card that we had fall out was the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, it's a new beginning with something. And this guy's going at it full-fledged. Full-fledged. Not quite like the Knight of not rods, well, him too, but the Knight of Swords coming in, barrel-assing through the joint. It's not quite like this guy's, he's up straight, he has his cup squared away, it's straight up, he knows where he wants to go, he feels it. You felt this change needed to happen, so you're making it happen, and good for you. Good for you. That's all I got for you, Sagittarius. I will be back with a love reading soon. So that will be generalized towards love. But this could be anything, okay? Take care. I'm recording this in December. So have a great rest of your December. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and bring on the new year with new great positive things. Okay, take care. Bye now.